Now we on top once again, yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
She like got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend a hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, highlight your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Atlanta. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Hill, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Alvin Kamara, and he'll get it out near the... ...40 to the 39.
Grady Jarrett on the stop. An 8-yard pickup. And the Saints first down.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Flushed out right. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 27, Ryan. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Flush to his right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
New Orleans.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Breeze to the flat, that's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees on target to Emmanuel Sanders. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, Barbados with the hustle, pockets
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
At the 32-yard
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And that one going nowhere for from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. A curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Breeze pass.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Breeze.
27.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
Starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again. Hill. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
That means
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 39.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out.
56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again they run with Gurley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the first connection there, Ryan to Jones, and certainly a big reason they're losing on the scoreboard.
As they go as a connection, it's Pierce, so goes the team. And they need to be on the same page, in sync. And they really wish it could have been earlier in the game. Now they've got some ground to make up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11 now. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
More on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ryan. Able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This will make it into the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. going to set him back 5 yards. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hill now operating from the red zone. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. To throw is Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Michael Thomas.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And that'll set him back 5. So that'll back him up 5. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 24, Falcons 14. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ryan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
1-yard line.
first and 10. It's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ryan will throw again. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Flush to his right. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he's going take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At the 44-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Today's final score.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you? Because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound, and we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that.
just like a transport. And I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan. Dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like